No, I can't take the silence.
Hey guys, how are you? My name is Sangam, to those who don't know me. So I just want to come ahead in front of the camera after a long time and talk about my trip to Italy. My friend didn't want to join the podcast or video, whatever it is, but yeah, it's fine. He's supporting me back end. So thank you, Vera, for that. Italy trip was quite a memorable trip. We went across three places and two wonders of the world. We saw two wonders of the world, and it was one of the very nice experience. Everybody needs to see the wonders of the world. As of now, I've seen Taj Mahal, which is one of the wonders, and I saw Pisa, which is the second one. I don't say second wonder, but for me, it's the second wonder of the world. And also Colosseum, that was the third wonder of the world which I have seen. Yep, let's go ahead. I'll let you know how I have planned the trip and how you guys can plan something. Maybe I'll put the video here or here of different places, and you guys can see how the places are. It's nice. Italy is nice. Italy is one of the most destination trip of everybody. So, yep. So we had an option to book a flight from my location to Bologna, which is in Italy. And while coming back, the flight we had to take is from Naples. If you know a bit of geography of Italy, it comes from Bologna is in the north. Milan is further north, but we didn't get the flight to Milan, so we booked the flight to Bologna. And while coming, we had to come down from Bologna to Rome to Naples, and then take a flight from Naples back to my location. So, if you are from my location, if you are from Wrocław or something, it's a very nice trip you can do. But if you're from other location, you can basically plan a different route or something. Yeah? So once we landed in Bologna, we had an option to roam around the city, but we didn't have so much time to waste in Bologna because we had to take a train from Bologna to Pisa the same day. And Bologna is a very nice place, and I do like the place. And we had been to a park which is very close to the Bologna Central Station, and the park name is Parco della Montagnola, if I'm pronouncing it right in Italian. So it's a very nice park. It's quite clean, and there were a lot of people. Italy is all about architecture. When you enter the park, you get a huge wall with a mermaid kind of a structure, and it's nice. And we took a train from Bologna to Florence to Pisa. So when we started planning, the plan was, okay, we'll stay in Florence for one night, and then we'll go to Pisa, and then we'll go to Rome, then one day in Naples. But later we changed the plan. We didn't stop in Florence, we directly went to Pisa. So if you're going to Bologna, you get a train directly from Bologna to Pisa, but there's a mid stop, like there's a midpoint where the train will stop in Florence, and you go to it'll continue from Florence to Pisa. So Bologna is nice, and then we went to Pisa. It was already 7 o'clock or something, and it was quite late when we reached Pisa. So Pisa is a very nice place. It's a very small town, very beautiful. But when we went to Pisa, it was raining cats and dogs. So we got ourselves a souvenir, and it's an umbrella. If you want to know the price, it's €4. So you can buy a souvenir from Pisa. That's nice. So we bought an umbrella. We thought, okay, we'll go around, and we searched for our hostel for quite a long time. Even though we were on the same street, we were not able to find where the hostel was. and we stayed in Railway Hostel. It's called Railway Hostel. It's a nice hostel. If you guys are planning, please go ahead and book your stay in Railway Hostel. Since it was only for a night, we didn't think much. And oh no, it was for 2 nights. Yeah, we didn't think much because we were traveling around, and it's like two guys traveling around. We don't think about the luxury stays places or something. We went commando mode, like we stay wherever we can. The stay gets more tougher. Yeah, I'll let you know why it gets tougher. All right. So we went to Pisa, we bought an umbrella, and then we went around searching for a hostel. We finally found our hostel. We kept our bags, and then we went out. It was still raining, and we were all completely drenched with rain. So it was a bit dirty for us to roam around being in that position, but it was fun. It was fine. Right now, when I look back at what I did that day, it is quite memorable. At that time, we felt, what are we doing? It's raining, it's not good. But now, it feels okay. We had good memories. We roamed around the city in rain. Not everybody gets the opportunity. It's nice, it's memorable. So when we started walking from our hostel towards the Pisa Tower, right? Torre di Pisa. What is it called? Torre di Pisa. We had very beautiful locations on the way. Like we had very good streets, which were built by the Romans. Romans is like, there's a saying, right? Everybody thinks about the Roman Empire every day. So rather than thinking about it, book a flight to Rome, all right? Then you can go to any place around Italy, you can enjoy, you can see different places. So those streets were built by the Roman Empire, and you feel you are part of the Roman Empire whenever you see different places there. So just one place I can reiterate on as Monumento Vittoria Emanuel. I'll add a video or something. It's a park, and in between the park there's a statue at the center, and you can go around the statue and see how they have built the statue. It's for some memories of that town, kind of thing. You can read about it if you are too much into history. I'm into history, but not a nerd of history. So if you are going to talk about astronomy, yeah, I am the guy. Sorry, not deflecting. Okay. Then the park is called Palazzo della Carovana. It's a nice park. If you're going around, there's a church around the park too, so even that's nice. Like, you can go around, see the church. It's a very beautiful place. Maybe from our hostel it was a 20-25 minute walk. We walked around the city, we saw different places, we crossed the river. There's a river in between. There are very good bridges. It's a nice place. If you are going to Pisa, just remember that it might rain, so better carry an umbrella, or you can buy an umbrella there as a souvenir. So once we reached the Pisa, right, the Pisa Tower, we thought it's raining and it won't be crowded, but damn, the crowd! Oh, it was crowded, and everybody were trying to take pictures of the Pisa Tower and themselves trying to push it. Somebody was trying to kick the Pisa Tower from, for the picture, of course, and they were trying to do stupid things to get photos. And of course, it's me. I started doing stupid things to get pictures. It was fun. And just around the Pisa Tower. Pisa Tower is called Torre di Pisa. Around the Torre di Pisa, there is a cathedral. It's one of the biggest cathedral which I have seen till now, and it's nice. It's called Cattedrale di Pisa. I have written a lot of places down, like I can't remember all the places, right? So it's called Cattedrale di Pisa. Sorry if anybody from Italy is watching. My Italian isn't that great. I don't even speak Italian, so I'm sorry. You can actually comment and say this is how you pronounce it. Fine, I'm okay with it. I'll take it as something compliment kind of thing. Yeah. We went into the cathedral, and it's nice. To go into the cathedral, you need to buy a ticket, but when you buy a ticket, they give you a time slot, right? Only at this time you can enter the cathedral. So what you can do is, when you just come in to the Pisa region, as in the Torre di Pisa region, you just go to the ticket counter, ask for a ticket, and the cathedral ticket is free. They still issue a ticket just to make sure that the cathedral isn't overcrowded. So just go to the ticket counter, get the ticket, get the time slot, and then go around the Pisa, take pictures, do whatever you want till the time you can go in. So this is one advice, or something which I really recommend you to do before doing anything in Pisa, right? The ticket counter is around the corner, so you can find it out. It's just around the corner. So anything else which I think you can do in Pisa is get a lot of pictures. It's one of the very beautiful place. It's all white marble. It looks like white marble, but I don't know what material it has been used. But it's very nice, very nice. And the tower is bent a bit towards the left, right? From whichever angle you see, it might be to the left, or if you're seeing from the other angle, it might be towards your right. Yeah, physics. Yeah. Another thing in Pisa is after having a lot of spending a lot of time in the tower, we went around. We were very hungry, and we went to a restaurant around, and I had the pizza. I think it was mozzarella, and my friend had prawns. Oh, they gave a plate of prawns and scissors. I have no idea why they gave scissors. And then when I was watching him eat, I understood. Okay, you need to cut the prawns in the middle, and you can eat only the tail part. I'm sorry if my knowledge about non-veg is not that great, but it's a sight to watch, to see animals get cut and being eaten in the second half of its body. Oh, I made it embarrassing. Sorry, dude. Veera, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Yeah. Uh, and then we roamed around the city, and we just went and slept because we had a bus to Rome early in the morning the next day. We got up and we got ready, and the funny part is the bus was at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, very early in the morning. So we thought we'll book a bus or cab. We thought we'll take a public transport, but at that time there was no public transport. The only way is we can book a private cab. I don't know why we didn't decide on taking the private cab. We thought we'll walk around the city and we'll go to the bus stop. It was almost a 40-minute walk from our hostel to the bus stop, and we had to pass through the Torre di Pisa again. We were there at around 4:15 or something, 4 o'clock or something, and there was nobody there. So we took more pictures because a beautiful place, and there's no other. There's nobody. There's no human there. All right, it's only me and my friend. That's it. We took a hell lot of pictures then, and we were so satisfied with all the pictures we took. We were like, okay, our trip is done. We still have 3 more days to pass in Italy, but we were like, oh, we are done. We are done with all the places. We took all the best pictures here, and we went. Then we went to the bus stop. We took the bus and we reached Rome at around 10 o'clock or something. The first thing we did is we went to the information point. So before planning your trip to Rome, you got to do two things. One, you got to buy Roma Pass. Roma Pass is something which will actually help you go to different places, as well as you can use a public transport in Rome for free. All right, this is something which you need to make sure to get before going to Rome. There are different version of Roma passes. There's 48-hour pass, there is 72-hour pass. You can choose how much ever you want, like how long your stay is in Rome, and you can just go for it. Second thing which you need to do is, with the Roma pass, you will be allowed to go to Colosseum. All right. We didn't know this. We thought we have access to Colosseum, and we went there. Where was I? I was talking about the Roma passes. Roma passes has two advantages. One is you will be allowed to go into a lot of archaeological places as well as museums. And the second advantage is you will be allowed to go in the public transport free of cost. So the second thing, what you need to do is, with the Roma pass, you'll be allowed to go to the Colosseum. All right. We took the pass thinking that we'll be allowed to the Colosseum, but once we went there, we understood that not just the Roma pass, you still need to have the time slot as well as the invitation from the Colosseum. It's not an invitation, but it's just like you need to book the entrance to Colosseum at a particular time when you're visiting. So once you buy the Roma pass, you need to go to the official website of Colosseum and also book the entrance for the Colosseum. The entrance is free of cost if you have the Roma pass, but you still need to book the time slot in which you will be entering the Colosseum. We didn't do that. So what we had to do is, we thought we'll book the entrance there, and we went to the official website of Colosseum, and there were no slots available. So for you guys, I would recommend you to book the entrance for Colosseum once you get the Roma pass, then and there itself. This is a big mistake which we made, and it cost us 75 euros because we had to pay a private uh, tour guide. Like there are numerous guides available. All right, we went for the audio guide, and they took 75 euros, and they took us to through the complete Colosseum. They took to the upper berth, the lower berth, the basement, everywhere, and they were telling about how Colosseum was. Yeah, it depends on you. Like either you can book a private guided tour or something, and it might cost you like 75 euros, like how it cost is, or maybe there might be some lesser cost guides also available, maybe 60, 50 euros or something, and you will get to know about what was happening in the Colosseum in the Roman Empire, why Colosseum was taken as one of the best entertainment places to go, to be in when you're in Rome or something. You'll hear about the gladiators, Spartacus coming from one side, and he kills a lot of other gladiators, become the biggest gladiator, most celebrated gladiator, and he walks out of the same door, and the dead gladiators will be going out of the other door, like people will be carrying them. They were animals who would entertain. They used to get some wild animals. It's nice, like the audio guide is also nice, but this is something which you need to make sure. Roma pass is around 65 euros or something for 48 hours, like 2 days. If you're going for more days of pass, like 72-hour pass would cost around 75 to 90 euros, 75 or 80 euros, I don't know. You can check in official website and you can get something like that. But if you're booking a private guided tour, it costs us 75 euros. I don't know what will be the price, how, if they are going to increase it or if they are going to decrease it. I'm not sure. So you need to check once you go to Rome. In front of the meeting points or information centers, they will be around and they'll be wearing a tag, and you can check with them, I want to go for an audio guided tour, can you please help us? And they'll be very happy to do it because they get commission bringing people to private guided tours, right? So yeah, we took the private guided tour, and the private guided tour was at 1:30 in the afternoon. So we had to wait from morning 10:15. We got the private tour booked and something, and we had to wait till 1:30 or something. Yeah, it was quite rainy, of course. Like we were having our umbrellas out, and we were just roaming around. And we thought we have time till 1:30. Let's see the city. And since we had the Roma pass, we had access to different museums, and we could go in the public transport, explore the city. So we thought, okay, we have time. We'll go to some places, and we shortlisted some places. The first place was Capitolne Museum. Capitolne Museum is very beautiful. Once we enter the Capitolne Museum, you get a room where you need to keep your bags, your luggages, your coats, trench coats, or your umbrellas, everything in the locker. It's like the luggage storage room, all right. So we devised out a plan. Okay, we'll keep the luggage there. We'll take it in the evening after the Colosseum tour, and that is a blunder we did, all right. We kept the luggage, we went in the museum, we saw a lot of sculptures, how the ancient Romans looked. We saw a lot of paintings, and I will put some photos of maybe here or here. I don't know. Maybe when I edit it, it'll be there. So there were a lot of sculptures. The curly-haired Romans who were very famous, Marcus Aurelius, Commodus, uh, all the greatest of the greatest, Spartacus. They had all the sculptures of the Romans, and of course lady sculptures. Oh, very nice, like the kid sculptures. Yeah, it's very nice. And if you go towards the other side of the museum, there is a balcony where you can see the Roman Forum from the balcony, and also you can see the Pantheon. Oh, what is it called? Palatine Hills from the balcony. The Roman Forum is kind of, it's a great view to see from the Capitol Museum. Uh, it's kind of, I wouldn't miss it. I would recommend it if you are really planning to go to Rome, because it's very nice. Roman Forum is nice, Palatine Hills is nice. With the private guided tour, we had access to go to the Roman Forum as well as the Palatine Hill. Even with the Roma Pass, we have access to go in. So uh, after the Capitol Museum, we thought, okay, we'll go out, let the luggage be there. We'll go to Treviso Fountain. We'll see the fountain. We'll see the city, and it's fun, right? Like we are exploring. So we went out. We went to the Treviso Fountain. It was overcrowded. It was filled with people, but the fountain is very beautiful, very beautiful. It's a huge wall with sculptures, and there's water coming from every nook and corner of the wall. All right, it's a sight to see. If you go there, the vibe of the fountain itself is wow. It's very beautiful. Maybe when you go there, you will feel that the whole. It's not a small wall, all right. It's like a wall, very huge wall, with sculptures. Like there is this grandpa sleeping. Grandpa, I'm just saying it in a different term, but it's not the grandpa, it's the Roman king who is a grandpa who is sleeping. There are angels there. There is a frog kind of fish which is sprouting water. It's a very beautiful place. And once we came out of the Treviso fountain, we had to go to the Pantheon. Then my friend has actually underlined it. Sangam lost pass on the second day. You know, I lost my Roma pass in the crowd. I don't know if I was pickpocketed or I lost it by myself, like pulling out the cash or something. I bought a gelato ice cream, which is very beautiful there. I would recommend it. While buying the ice cream, I might have misplaced the pass, maybe something like that, and I lost it. We went to the Pantheon, and I'm looking for the pass. I don't have it. And Pantheon, we could go in only with the ticket. A Roma pass was not valid there, but still I had lost the Roma pass. Now I don't have access to a lot of places. Like I can't go to the castle. I can't go to a lot of places. And I don't have the main thing is I don't have access to the public transport. I'm like, oh damn. I was sad for 2 minutes, and I was like, okay, what's lost is lost, right? Like, what's the point in being disappointed? And then we left the place, and we went to the Colosseum, and Colosseum private guided tour started. They had given us this audio machines where we could put it on our ears. Like they were earbuds, and we could wear it, and there would be a guy who would be telling about what happened there in Colosseum, how the basements were done. There's still some excavations going on. There is a direct entrance from the Palatine Hill into the Colosseum where the kings walk in secret, because it's kings, right? They can't walk like a normal guy out in open. Somebody might attack and somebody would kill them. So they had these private tunnels where they would come inside the tunnels and sit on the throne in the middle of Colosseum, where they would say death or live or death, something like that. And uh, it's a vibe, I'll tell you. Colosseum has a different vibe. Um and we saw that Commodus, King Commodus, he's the Marcus Aurelius' son. He spent a lot on his own private tunnel. He built his own private tunnel that was discovered like 6 months back or something, and it directly connected to the Palatine Hill where his palace was there. It's still there. Uh, it's nice. Like he was talking about how the swords of gladiators were. Why wasn't gladiators using big swords? It's a disadvantage, so they had to have a foot-long sword. Something. It's about the history of gladiators. If you have watched Gladiator movie, you will really love that place. The masks they wear, the helmets they wear. Uh, there are some souvenirs if you really want to buy souvenirs there. Um, it's nice. And after the Roman Forum, and those guys, as in when we booked the private tour, they had told that the whole private tour would end in 4 hours. So we thought, okay, if it starts at 1:30, by 5:30 the tour will end, and maybe we can go to the capital and carry our get our bags back from the luggage counter. You remember we had left the luggage in the capital museum. Yep. We had to take it back, and we can go to the hostel or a place where we can rest. But the thing is, the Colosseum itself, the private tour in Colosseum took 4 hours. We were stranded in the Colosseum till 6 o'clock. The funny part is we still have a Palatine Hill, and also the Roman Forum to go with the private tour. we were like, oh damn, it's already late. Like, what if the Museum closes? And then I opened my Google Maps and I was like, okay, when will the Capitol Museum end? Oh, it's 6:30. We need to reach Capitol Museum by 6:30. No, this is going bad again. I lost my pass. Now we are going to lose my luggage. It's bad again. And we told the private guide we told him that we still need to go to the Capitol Museum, get our bags, grab our bags. We have left it there. And he said, "Oh, this is a Roman Forum now. Why do you want to miss it? You can just go in and we'll see what happens next." And I thought, okay, with the private guided tour, they are giving us entry to the Roman Forum. Okay, we'll just go in, we'll see how it is, and we'll go to the Palatine Hill, and we'll just run, and we'll go back to the Capitol Museum, get our bags. Then we enter the Roman Forum. It's so huge, all right. It's very huge. There is this pillars of ancient Roman Empire, very huge pillars. There's so much history there, and we were like, okay, we left the group. We started roaming around, seeing different places, and then we went to this Palatine Hill where we had to climb a bit inside the Roman Forum itself. There's entry to Palatine Hill, and we went up. Palatine Hill is so green, very green. All right, there's gardens, uh, there's fountain, there's pond, there's very well maintained trees, very nice. And if you go a bit further on the Palatine Hill, you can watch the Roman Forum. You can see the view of the whole Roman Forum, as well as you can see the Colosseum on one side. You can see the whole Rome city from the other side. It's nice. Palatine Hills is nice. If you're going, go to Palatine Hill. You can spend almost 2 hours there. Like, if you are really interested to see the view of the city, Palatine Hill is one of the best places. As far as I remember, Rome is made up of 3 hills. Correct me, any Italians watching this, you can say yes or no. Yep. Uh, there are a lot of there are 3 hills, and there's a lot of history in all those hills. And all the 3 hills surrounds the Colosseum is in the middle. So, and we were just running around. We went to the Palatine Hill, we saw the view, and we are like, okay, we'll go back. And by the time we went back to grab our luggage, it was 6:45 or something. And I think I was the last one to go there, open the locker, grab my bag, and run out. And they were like, "Where were you? Where were you?" And we said, "Oh, we forgot that we had left our luggage here, and we had to take it." And they were quite good with me. Like, they didn't cause any issues. They were like, "Okay, it's fine. You can take it." The security was a very good person. Uh, after that, we were so tired. We went back to the hostel and we slept, and we didn't do anything. We were so tired, very tired. The second day, the plan was to go to Treviso Fountain, because the previous day Treviso Fountain was crowded. We thought, okay, we'll go in the morning like 7:30 or something. We'll see the fountain, very beautiful, magnificent fountain, which is not to be missed. We need to click some photos. It should be good. If there is no people, it will be great. And we go there by 7:45, 8 o'clock. For, unfortunately, or I don't know, it's our bad luck, I believe. They were cleaning the whole fountain, and they had stopped anybody to go near the fountain. It's like, again, a heartbreak. Or early in the morning, we had huge expectations on Treviso. I was like, okay, let's leave. We'll go for the next plan. Next plan was to go to the country, a new country. I'll tell you, Vatican City is a country within the city. So it is considered as the smallest country where the Pope lives, and it's a very, very, very important country for all the Christian folks, and most of the medieval artifacts are in the Vatican City. Uh, the funny part is we didn't know we had to book. We could have booked the entrance to Vatican City prior to going there. So we went to the Vatican City and we stood in a queue for 3 hours. 3 hours hour of our Rome time went in standing in the queue in the rain, bad mouthing people, bad mouthing ourselves, thinking, why are we stuck in this queue? it, it was quite an experience. I'll tell you, like 3 hours of doing nothing in a trip is one of the most frustrating thing, but it tests your patience. We had to go round and round the St. Peter's Square, which is one of the famous location of Vatican City. After like 2 rounds or 3 rounds in the square, that's how the queue was designed. All right, 3 rounds or something, we could get the entrance to St. Peter's Basilica. Once we entered the basilica, it was one of the beautiful feelings because the basilica is huge. It is, I think, it is considered as one of the biggest basilicas in the world. Uh, the images, as in the painting in the walls, the sculptures, the huge sculptures, the huge ceiling, it gives you a different vibe of the whole basilica. And I was hopeful to meet Pope there, but Pope was busy, so yeah, you don't get access to go out directly and talk to Pope. So yeah, there is this small expectation, right? Okay, you're going there, at least you can just glance how the Pope is, and it's fine. And in between the basilica, uh, there was some construction going on, and after I came back, I did some research. What is it? And I saw that it's a bronze statue. It's nice. Maybe by the time you guys go, they would have completed the construction, and the bronze statue will be in shape there, and you guys might enjoy a bit more. I have some videos of the place, and it's nice. After the basilica, you can actually in the Vatican City you can go to the museum, which has ancient ruins, as in the medieval things, paintings, the sculptures. Uh, I After coming back, I was reading through an article. In the article, they had given that King Commodus, or one of the greatest kings of Rome, he brought in a piece of huge marble from Egypt, and he made the whole marble into a bath. All right, that is something which I would really want to see, but I couldn't see this time. Maybe next time, if I'm ever going to Vatican City, I would want to see that. That's the only piece of marble which is as huge, which is found on Earth. So that's what I've read. Maybe my facts might be wrong. It's just the thing which I read. So if you get an opportunity, go to the Vatican Museum. They have very old medieval literature too. If you get access to it, I think you need to get a special permission from some great people or something to read through the scrolls and sculptures, the literature of on the sculptures, or something like that. And there is a garden. If you are planning to go to Vatican, go to the garden, which is, again, you need to pay ticket. The Basilica is free, and the St. Peter's Square is free, so you can go to those two places for free. You can just enjoy it if you are not into much of the history of the place. So yep, after the Vatican, we came back. We were thinking what to do, and we thought, okay, we'll try for the last time. We'll go to the Treviso. But before we go to the Treviso, on the way we'll go to the Spanish Steps. Spanish Steps, I'll tell you, one of the most famous location of Rome, but extremely crowded, and you need to be sure that okay, you need to make up your mind. Okay, if I'm going there, I'm okay if it's crowded. I'll get some pictures, and somehow I'll go around the steps and come back just for the feeling of climbing the Spanish Steps. We did that, and it was fun. It just gives you the Spanish vibes for like some time, and it's still Italy, but it's nice. After that, we went to Treviso. Now our luck changed, all right. We went near the Treviso, we touched the water, we could flip the coin, we could wish what we want, and we can flip the coin. We need to have our back facing the fountain, and we need to throw the coin as and flip the coin into the water. So it's a superstitious belief, but it's still a belief, right? Like, why take a chance? Well, why not? I took a chance. I took maybe 3 or 4 chances. I think I called my mom and I told I'm doing this. Do you want to wish something? And I flipped the coin. Then my dad was sitting beside, and he was like, do one for me. And he had a wish, and I did one, and one just to be good in the video or picture, right? It's fine, and we spent like half an hour there. And gelato is the ice cream in Italy. It's very good, very good. Don't ever miss the gelato near Treviso anywhere. Like there's a lot of shops which sells gelato. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. You will really enjoy the gelato there. And also, I would want to recommend a food called maritosi. Maritosi is a bun which is cut in the middle, and they would fill this whipped cream and ice cream kind of thing. And it's very good, very good. I had the marizo and I was like, wow, this is nice. And 20 minutes later, I had throatache. It is very good, but it's cold. Come on, what do you expect? Like if you eat such cold stuff and you just swallow it, your throat will surely ache. So it was nice. I would recommend you to eat marizzo. It's the Rome special food, so don't miss it. Other than that, gelato. There's a lot of pizza shops, and yeah, pasta. It's Italy, right? You get bread pizzas. We tried bread pizza. We didn't like it as such, but it's up to you guys. Like, you might like it or you might not. Pizzas are good there, and yeah, there's a lot of other foods you can try if you're really interested. Then we went. It was almost 9 o'clock or something. We were roaming around the whole pantheon, the churches. I think we saw a church where we could. There is a medieval painting in the middle, and there's a mirror. All right. The church is called Chisa di Sant'Agnacio di Loyola, which is like there's a mirror in between the church, and once you enter, there'll be a queue. Normally, there'll be a queue if it's crowded. You need to stand in the queue, and you can go look at the mirror, and there is a painting on the ceiling which gets reflected on the mirror. All right, it's very nice. Like the whole painting comes up in the mirror, and it looks so real, very real. The church is also good. We can go around the mirror and we can see the church. It's nice. Of course, it's Roman Empire. It's Rome, of course. There's a lot of churches. You will surely enjoy a lot of churches and the paintings there. It's nice. And what did we do other than that? Oh, yeah. It was 8 o'clock or something. We were very hungry, and we were tired of eating pizzas and pastas, and we thought, okay, we'll eat something better now. We ended up in Saravana Bhavan. I know you guys are happy about Saravana Bhavan. Saravana Bhavan is almost everywhere. It's a huge chain of hotels, chain of restaurants. We had dosa, we had bonda, we had soup. It's an Indian restaurant, guys. Yeah, it's nice. Saravana Bhavan is nice in Rome. You guys can go ahead and eat some good dosas there. You feel that I'm eating Indian food in different country, and you'll surely like it. Other than that, we had the bus at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and we took a leave from Saravana Bhavan, satisfied with the food, satisfied with the city, and we were there in the hostel for another like half an hour. We were just meeting other travelers. They were playing some card games, and it was fun. After that, we went to the bus at 11 o'clock, the bus to Naples. We took the bus. We would reach Naples at 1 o'clock. So, this is where we did a blunder because we didn't book any stay in Naples because we could have booked, but the problem is no stay in Europe is what I have seen will allow you to check in after 11 o'clock at night. So we thought, okay, we are two guys, we can't book, even if we book, we can't go into the hostel. What can we do now? We'll stay in the bus stop or something. We'll see, like, we'll spend the night. And, anyways, our flight is in the middle of the day next day, maybe at 2 o'clock or something. And we'll stay for like 5 hours or 6 hours. By then, sun will rise and we can go around the city. Uh, it's fine. And once we reach the Naples bus stop, it's so dark. They don't even have street lights there. Oh, it became shady after a while. After the bus left, and there was very less light. And there were some travelers. I'm not saying there were no travelers at all, but everybody were asleep, and we were only two people who were awake. And my friend was like, "No, no, dude, I'm not feeling safe. We'll start walking. We'll find a place to sleep, and we'll see how it'll be." Then we started walking towards the city, and the city is dead silent. All right, dead silent. There's not even one car going around. Very quiet, and we thought, okay, there'll be one hostel at least. And I started searching in my mobile. Okay, is there some hostel around? Okay, we went to each door. Okay, we tried to open the door. Okay, it's closed. No, next one. Okay, next one. Then after like half an hour, 45 minutes of all this exploring, we are like, okay, we'll find something, some place where we can at least sit. And my friend is like, we'll walk to the airport. It was a 40-minute walk from the city center to the airport. There were no buses, there was no taxis, nothing at all. They were taxis, but we were scared because everybody looked like a gangster for a second for us. We didn't want to talk to anybody. There were some people who were roaming around, maybe some drunkards or something, or somebody who really were completing their work middle of the night and they were going back home. It's still an experience. We went to the airport, and in the airport they were not allowing us in because there's no flight scheduled in the airport, and the airport is being cleaned and they had closed it. Oh, I'm like, damn. Not just us, there were a lot of people there who were sitting outside, and like us travelers, they were sitting outside and they were just sleeping around, or they were just sleeping, or they were just talking to friends around. I was like, okay, fine. We'll talk for some time, and we'll somehow pass the time. After like 1 hour or something, we were speaking, and I was dozing off. I was quite tired. All right. He couldn't sleep there, and he was struggling to. He was struggling. He was walking around. My friend was walking around, and he was feeling bad. Then after some time, they opened the gates of the airport, and everybody was like, okay, we'll go in, and everybody went in, and there were some seats of McDonald's. There'll be McDonald's inside the airport, right? They'll put those seats, and everybody slept on the seats. I'm like, oh, this is crazy, and even I slept. And I wake up at 6 o'clock next day, as in that night, that early morning. I can't find my friend. Like, why you dude? Like, I took my mobile. Okay, there's 20% battery. Oh, okay, let me call him. And I called my friend, and where are you? And he said, I wasn't able to sleep. Everybody was snoring, dude. Like, I felt bad. I couldn't sleep at all. So I went out. I was just roaming around. Like, where are you? No, I'm roaming around the airport. I'm inside the airport, coming out and coming in. That's it. I'm like, okay, fine, fine. Okay, we'll go out. I'll just freshen up. This is airport washroom. I'll just wash my face, and we'll just go. Yeah, fine. And we went out at 6 o'clock. There, buses normally start. So we took the airport bus. And he asked us, "What's your last stop?" So we said, "The last stop of bus is our last stop." Last stop. So we got down, and the last stop of Naples. It was the other end of Naples. So we got down there. We saw the harbor, the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, and we were like, okay, roaming around, and we went to the street, or to all the parts of the street. There are a lot of churches again there, but Naples differ from rest of the other places which we visited in one thing. We could see a lot of Argentinian flags as well as Maradona pictures. I don't know, there might be a lot of fans of Maradona or something, or Argentinian football fans or something. The whole streets were lit with Argentinian flags. It's nice, and there'll be shops on the sides of the street. It's nice. It's a different vibe, and there's a lot of churches. You can go to different churches, see how it is, the whole architecture of the church, the paintings in church. It's nice. We went around, and we thought we'll eat something which is very good in Naples. So there is something which I would recommend. It's called baba. All right, baba. It's a cake which has sugar syrup on it, and they'll give a spoon, and you can cut it and eat pieces of that cake. But it looks like dick, right? Cake. Okay. uh, it's nice. Other than that, you can also have pizzas there. Pizzas are Naples is the origin of pizzas, I think. So you can have pizzas, you can have pastas, same the Italian stuff, right? Like, it's very nice. So we went around the city. We were just talking to some locals, and in and around, when we stopped in a cafe to drink a glass of tea or ginseng. Uh, it was nice, and then we had our flight back at 2 o'clock. So we took the bus from. No, we again walked to the airport. We were just walking from the other end, right? So we walked to the airport. We saw the whole city. There is one nice location. Maybe I'll put the picture here somewhere. So we went to the airport. We took the flight, came back home. We slept. Oh, it was a very nice trip, and I would recommend you to go to Italy whenever you can. I would surely go back again, maybe next time to the Amalfi Coast or something like that. It's nice. Maybe you can go to Milan. Milan is also nice. It's a nice destination. So all the best, guys. Thanks for hearing my speech on Italy. Thank you. Bye bye.